Support the habit at patreon.com/doseofbuckley. Yeah, let's just get to it this week. Last year, I did a video looking at the 10 most liked TikTok videos of that time. One of the complaints about that video was that I was suggesting those videos are representative of TikTok as a whole, when they're just some videos that went viral. So this time I thought, well, how about we look at the most followed TikTokers? These aren't just people with one-hit videos that everyone enjoyed for 30 seconds, shared, and moved on with their lives. These are the creators that people have said, I want to see more of this. More! I must have this in my feed constantly! So here we go with the 5 most followed TikTokers. There is some overlap, as might be expected, but we'll see what those people have been up to since their viral hits and what they're making now. Number 5 is, I shit you not, Will Smith. Yes, the actor/rapper/Oscar slap fight champion of 2022. Will Smith has 4 Grammys, an Oscar, a Golden Globe, and has previously been nominated for a Tony and an Emmy. He's halfway to an EGOT, which I guarantee is something no one will ever be able to say about the next 4 people on this list. So, he's probably making some super high-end stuff on TikTok, right? He's number 5. He's beating a guy named Zach King, who does actually really cool visual effect videos that are way too good to be on TikTok. So, what's millionaire Will Smith doing to top that? It would appear he's just standing in one spot with a weird wavy effect while some music plays. Oh, he doesn't just do that. He also shows you a toilet he found in Ecuador.
That's pretty.
King Richard, the movie that he won an Oscar for, sold roughly 3,940,000 tickets. About 4 million people saw it. It costs apparently $50 million to make. A 10-second video that costs nothing and makes it look like you're watching him on acid was seen over 12 million times. If I was a movie executive, I wouldn't know whether to laugh, cry, or drown myself in that Ecuadorian toilet. Number 4 is Addison Rae. Addison dropped out of college to become a full-time social media star, where she gets her tits signed by Lil Nas X, puts makeup on with her tits out, smears cream on her face while wearing a bathrobe, and there are quite a few videos of her doing this gimmick where she's got a tube of makeup in her mouth to start, or, while she puts it on, often with her cleavage in view. Tits, cream on her face, and things in her mouth. That's the content here. 89 million followers. Do people who use TikTok not know that Pornhub exists? Like, what is this for? So if you're a teenage boy and you get caught watching it, you can just say, Mom, it's not porn. I just really like watching makeup videos. And for the ladies, they're not really tutorials. It's just a few seconds of a girl putting makeup on. Can you learn anything from that? I honestly don't know. I'm asking you. Her Wikipedia page says that she was a professional dancer. Maybe that's what got her popular in the first place, but her most recent videos are just tits and mouth stuff. If you ever write a book, Addison, that can be the title of it. Tits and Mouth Stuff, the Addison Rae story. Unfortunately, I don't think your audience would read it because, to be honest, I don't think your audience can read. Number 3 is the young lady with the number 1 most liked video on TikTok, still. Yes, it's Bella Poarch. Bella got famous for her lip sync / head bob video, and then went on to make her own song, which I autopsied last year. So maybe you'd think, sort of like how Justin Bieber got famous singing covers on YouTube and then started creating his own music, Bella Poarch got famous by using other people's music to propel her to stardom, but now sings her own songs, right? Well, no. She's still making lip sync videos with other people's music. She did have one recent video on her feed that kind of made me laugh, showing the sort of fakiness of the modeling industry, pretending to ride a motorcycle that's locked onto a trailer with fans blowing her hair around. But it's mostly lip sync videos, dancing while wearing a sweater that's LOL way too big for her, like, how funny is that? And currently, her most popular videos seem to be these ones where we get to see the real Bella Poarch.
Today I woke up with a bruise on my face. At 7 a.m. I went jogging. Then I did some chores, and for breakfast I had tea and a croissant as big as my face. After showering, I put on a face mask and had my nails done. Why'd my dog look like that?
Oh god, is that her voice? How come she doesn't lip sync these? But this is the type of vlog shit that used to be really popular on YouTube. Except she crams an entire day into 30 seconds instead of these lifestyle vloggers that would make like a 20-minute video about what they found at the fucking thrift store. So I'll give her that at least. I used to have this broadcasting teacher that used to say, if you can't be bright, be brief. Considering Bella's as dim as a dying streetlight, I'd say the briefer the better. Number 2, and the first person to ever hit 100 million followers on TikTok, is Charli D'Amelio. Seeing a pattern here, by the way, as to what gets really popular on TikTok? Much like Addison, Charli is also a former professional dancer. But unlike Addison Rae, who decided that was way too much effort, physical exertion plus having to come up with choreography, or even just stealing the choreography from other people? Well, who's got the time when you're a multi-millionaire who has brand deals to promote? Well, Charli still finds some time to do the thing that actually made her so famous that they gave her family a Keeping Up with the Kardashians-style show on Hulu. But, of her last 20 or 30 or maybe even 40 videos, maybe 3 of them were actually her dancing. The rest were Q&As and, you guessed it, brand deals. One was promoting Prime Day. Here's a bunch of junk I bought from Prime. You should go buy some junk you don't need too. We have another that's for makeup products. Look at all this shit I smear on my face to look less like, well, you, and more like a famous person. Of course, she's got to promote her own brand, Social Tourist. There's quite a few videos on her feed about that. And then we have her opening this box from Prada. Oh my god, Prada just sent her a nice gift because that's what happens when you're famous. And oh no, wait, it's a paid sponsorship. Now here's what I don't get. Some YouTuber will make a 15-minute video and have a 90-second ad for some garbage and get called a sellout. Meanwhile, the most famous TikTok tarts, 50% of their content is just fucking advertising. If half of Mr. Beast's videos were entirely just promotions for Raycon and no actual content, he'd get shit on hard. SS Sniper Wolf would make a video like, Mr. Beast only does ads now? Thumbnail's a picture of her with that fucking dumb look on her face. This girl, 23 million views on a video that's just about some makeup brand, 1 million likes, comments like, Charli is entering her W era NGL. I have a feeling that the next generation will be so media illiterate, by the time they're adults, they will be completely unable to tell the difference between advertising and entertainment. This observation is brought to you by NordVPN, Raycon, Raid Shadow Legends, and Manscaped. Shave your nuts and then play a shitty mobile game without disturbing the people you live with, or letting the FBI know that you have bad taste in entertainment. And finally, the most followed TikToker makes sense as they were also on the most liked list 3 times last year. It's Khaby Lame. More like Khaby Lame, though. This fucker was the only one who third-party claimed my video last year. So, already strike one against this guy. Not fucking cool. Khaby got famous by making fun of overly complicated or unnecessary how-to videos. He'd show someone doing something, and then he'd show a much easier way to do the same thing. As I said last year, they were entertaining at first, but then he was clearly finding videos that were a joke. Like the guy who was like, oh, how do I get my mask out of this coffee cup handle? Oh, guess I gotta break the coffee cup. And then Khaby just takes the mask out of the handle. Clearly, that's not an actual problem anyone ever had. But eventually, that well's gotta run dry, right? Well, not if you can include celebrities. Like this one where he shows some idiot ripping the top off a can, and then we cut to KSI? What? He's trying to do the same thing, but he can't figure it out. So, then Khaby shows up and shows him the obvious way to open a can, with the tab, idiot. Yes, this is just what happens when you get famous on TikTok, I guess. You gotta also make sure to show how famous you are. Like in this video of himself hanging out with Snoop Dogg. But it seems that his most popular content now is him debunking magic tricks. First, we have this girl turning a deck of cards into money. Whoa, what? Well, we get Khaby spoiling the fun for everyone. It's just money taped to the cards so that when you flip it over the right way, you can't see the cards anymore. And then we have this guy who covers an egg with a bowl, hits the bowl a couple of times, lifts the bowl up, and more eggs? Oh, how'd he do that? Well, Khaby will show you. He just grabs the bowl full of eggs in a way where you really can't see them, but he's holding the eggs in place, flips it over, and then when he lifts the bowl back up, eggs. This guy is the world's most famous fun police, which, as a guy who gained a following by showing you how dumb pop lyrics are, I gotta respect that, right? He also has a series where he makes fun of viral videos from first responders, nurses and firefighters dancing and doing dumb shit, where it cuts to him on the phone with a broken leg or his house burning down, and it's just ringing while they're ignoring him. Yeah, of course these ones got a laugh from me. This is good shit. So, I think the lesson learned here is, if you want to be number one, the best, even on TikTok, where effort goes to die, you still have to create clever, interesting, entertaining, well put together content. Of course, if you don't mind only being second, third, fourth, or fifth best, just be attractive, or already Will Smith. When showing your tits with a tube of lipstick in your mouth earns you $8.5 million in a year, according to Forbes, why the fuck would you ever actually try?